What's up, guys? Welcome back for another installment of Fly Shop Lunch Break. Last week we kind of missed it, but it was in the craziness of the season. But today we have some just some shop updates. But then we are going to go through our fly gift guide today. So whether it is you and you want some ideas to give to somebody, or ideas for the fly fisherman or woman in your life, then we have products that will be good for all of them. But first, we have some updates and we have some new product stuff to share with you. For this entire month of December, right, from now until we get through to New Year's, so through December 31st, we are doing 10% back on every purchase. So no code needed, no anything like that. Just enter your email and sign up for our emails, and that will be sent directly to your email as a virtual gift card. So that is what we're doing for this month. So it's going to be awesome. Way to save some money, or if you're buying a gift for somebody else, you can get a little kickback for you. Or if there's something that we have that you would like, then you can kind of let the person in your life know, like maybe your wife or your mom or whoever's buying for you, that we are doing 10% back on everything. So that is some of the shop update stuff. Let's talk new product though. So very awesome, excited to have not a new brand in the shop, okay? It's a brand that we carry and carry a lot of, but it is on the spin and conventional side of things. But we are we're bringing in St. Croix and their brand new fly stuff. So I was introduced to this rod late last week. This is the Evos Salt, or Evos S. So I'm trying to see if I can get to the close-up view, because the A7 is
click the eye.
Oh, there. Okay. So now I select it. Yeah. So that's the new St. Croix Evos S. Okay, and this rod is a premium offering from St. Croix. So premium price point, $1,025. But I must say to you that I was extremely impressed from pulling this rod out of the tube. And we have the review coming up, and Adam will link that in the description when we get the review finished and taken care of. But you guys are kind of getting my my first review of it. But this rod was one of the more impressive rods that I have not just thrown recently, but ever thrown. So, and if you know me on here, you know that I am a Loomis guy. So as you can see behind me, there's some Hardys and stuff mixed in, but for the most part, that is a Loomis heavy wall behind me. But this rod, I was super impressed with it. It is an absolute cannon. So I told Branson, because Branson's been out. So if you guys know Branson, Branson just had his baby, a little baby girl, and has been out for the last 10 days being a new dad. But he is back. So if you know Branson, reach out to him, wish him a happy fatherhood, right? But I told Branson this morning, I think I could throw this rod like 140 feet. It is like an absolute rocket. I would love a LaCroix. So if LaCroix wants to sponsor this, I'm done with the Celsius. So too much caffeine makes me jittery. I was drinking way too many of them, but LaCroix are something you can have a lot of. But this rod is, I mean, it's super impressive. And for a rod that's $1,000, again, I'm not one that's going to sit and justify and say that any rod is worth that, but hey, that's where the industry's going. So they are charging the same as the other high ends, and they put high end components on it. So it has the Cerakoil guides. So I'll show that to you guys. This is a $1,000 rod, but yeah, the Cerakoil stripping guides, and it has 2 of them. So can't really do that with any other. Does it scare you still when I do that?
Pretty scary.
Yeah, but there's no epoxy that sounds like it's cracking or anything like that, okay? But the biggest thing is they go through technology. They told me all this, the graphene, all this mumbo jumbo, okay? But what's important to me is how it feels, okay? And here's what I know. When I went out with it and I cast it, it feels, well, Adam cast it too, and Adam was pretty impressed. And Adam knows me. Adam knows if I don't like something, then I don't pretend to like it just to like it. So I really like this. Plan on having this as part of my repertoire. And this is an 11 weight, so if we can find some laid up fish maybe this winter, then we'll get some early tarpon action on it. But just in terms of casting, like it's pretty unbelievable actually how it feels and the recovery on it. So we should have these in the shop in the next day or so. Want a picture? Me with it? But yeah. So now let's get into why we're here. Okay, the first, I would say the ever famous, but I don't think it's famous. I could hear myself in the background. The famous, not yet famous yet, Tailwater Fly Shop gift guide. Okay, and we're gonna run through anybody in your life that you know that fly fishes, no matter where they live, stuff that they would really enjoy. So let's kick things off, and we will get going. So stocking stuffers. Let's kind of go through the stocking stuffer stuff. So there's this brand called, I'm sure you've heard of them before, Sightline Provisions. Okay, Sightline makes badged leather work as well as full metal stuff now. But whether it is a tarpon, whether it is their tarpon keychain, that's really cool, or a tarpon bracelet, or you can get the matching keychain and bracelet set. So that's something that's really awesome. And while we are on the topic of that, some more leather work stuff. This is not from Sightline, but these are made local in Tallahassee. And a wallet, tarpon wallet, really cool, really awesome, as well as the leather wrapped whiskey glass. So, or it doesn't just have to be whiskey. So somebody came in the other day and said, I don't want that because I don't drink whiskey. And I'm like, well, you can drink other stuff out of it too. So really cool, really nice. The leather band pops off of it. We have these in the shop. So stocking stuffers, we kind of gotten the stocking stuffer things taken care of. But those are just some cool little things, some little gizmos, little things that anyone would really like, and it doesn't really matter where you're at. So we have those in all the different fish patterns and those things, and anybody would really like it. So next, what I would like to start with is for the fly tire. Okay, so not everyone that fly fishes ties flies, but a lot of them do, and fly tying is something that is awesome. I encourage anybody that fly fishes to get into it. So maybe you would like to get into it, or you know somebody that is wanting to get into fly tying. Well, a really good entry-level vise, right? It doesn't have to take hundreds and hundreds of dollars to get into fly tying, okay? There's all the different tools. I would say that you need a bobbin, you need a good quality pair of scissors, you need like a comb, and really that's and a whip finisher. So 4 tools, but there's one thing that is a complete necessity. You can't tie a fly without it, and that is a vise. Okay, so this is the Peak non-rotary vise. So we can get a little close up of that. So this is the Peak non-rotary vise. Comes with a base, a pedestal base. Okay, this has the tool caddy on it, so you can put your vise, stuff like that. But this is $125, and this is a vise that the jaws on it are super heavy duty. It's great for a beginner because they're basically bulletproof, the jaws are, and you're not going to ruin the jaws by cranking down on like a 6/0 hook if you were doing that or doing something with it. But this is a really awesome present for the person that, hey, wants to get into fly tying. All right. This is the non-rotary. They also come in the rotary version, which is $189. But you can do everything on this vise that you could on a vise. Our next vise. Our next vise is just for the person that has been tying for a while, and maybe you just want to get them something really nice. Maybe you just want to get them something to splurge. So on the other end of the spectrum, maybe it's for the expert fly tyer or for the super high-class fly tire. And this is the Renzetti Master Vice, okay? This color is called the just green, is what it's called. But this might be my favorite color that Renzetti does. I know everyone's on like the purple, they like the purple, but this matte green, I mean, gosh, like you can just see the base. It's just, it's beautiful, and then it has the matching up top, okay? So this is the Renzetti Master Vice. So somebody that you know that's very serious into fly tying. This isn't a gift that you maybe just get a friend. This would be maybe the gift you get your husband or your dad, because this is not a cheap vise. I think this is over $900, Adam. $920. So it's a lot of doll hairs, but this vise is the like lifetime high-end creme de la creme, the Cadillac. It doesn't just work, it looks cool too, you know, all those different things. So it has the material spring, comes with the arm, comes with a really cool pedestal base, and just something that I think that anybody that's serious about tying flies in your life would really love. Or maybe someone that started out with a Renzetti and has like the old Traveler, you know, maybe just get them the upgrade. So they have their one vise to take on trips, and then this is like their at-home, my fly tying room vise. So that is the Renzetti. I mean, you can look at it from a distance too, and it looks really cool. So again, the fly tire. So we continue. Maybe, hey, that's a little bit too much, or they have the vise, they really have all the nice stuff. I don't really know what else I should get them. They have all the tools. It's such a personal thing. I don't know what to get them. Don't just bail out and get the gift card, okay? This is a gift that anybody that ties flies, no matter how particular they are going to love. And this is the Fish Pond Tailwater Fly Tying Kit, okay? So here's what this is. I know it just looks like a bag, right? But this is a portable fly tying like bank, okay? It has zip pockets in here to keep all your different materials, okay? It has a spot to keep all the different threads. It has a thing for your vise base here, so you can put your vise base in here and travel with your vise, because all these vices come apart. It has this, it's like a super dense foam in here. And then if you go to the other side, again, it has a pad that comes out, so you can set your vise on top of this, and then it has these little indent things that you can keep hooks and beads and eyes and all that sort of stuff in it. So if you know somebody that travels a lot, or just like a simplistic fly tire. So for me, I've made a pact to myself, and mostly a pact for inside my house, that I used to collect fly tying materials, is what the joke was. That I got a bunch of stuff. Oh, this is cool, Adam. Look at this. I forgot about this one. You can open up this flap, and you can put all your tools in here. So it has scissor pockets. It has, if you have like 75 bobbins like I do, because you don't like to change thread, you just like to grab another bobbin, you can keep all the brushes, materials. This thing's pretty sweet. But I'm going to get one of these, and basically anything that I can fit inside here is fair game. If I can't fit it inside there, then I don't need it. So, or I can get rid of something else to make room for it if I really do need it. But I'm basically going to use this as my all the time fly tying stuff. But this thing is just really awesome. So if so if you or somebody you know is like into the fly tying stuff, then this is definitely a really cool gift for them. So that would be a definite. Or like crafting. You could use that for crafting, Adam. So you could put all your scrapbooking paper and stuff in there. So yep, Fish Pond Tailwaters Fly Tying Kit. This runs $190, but if you are a lady whose husband has taken over an entire room of the house and the whole desk that's in there, and it is full of bucktail that smells like it is still on a buck's tail, and dried super glue everywhere, do yourself and that man a favor and get him one of these, and then maybe it'll help him be organized, but at least the bucktail smell will be only inside the bag and not inside the desk. Because bucktails whether it's the tail or the dying or whatever else. Bucktails stink. So that's something that, is just, it's just a fact. All right. Last but not least, for the fly tire. Okay, this could go on the stocking stuffer thing. It's just a little bit heavy. So, but this is just another thing. Like, hey, this is like a buddy gift. This is $25. All right. This is the Zirkle magnet. Okay, magnetic organizer. And this is something that is really cool. Has rubber feet on it. Nice thing about this is, so it says hairline in there as well. So I can switch to our double camera mode. All right, and the nice thing about this is it's magnetic, like I said. So beads, hooks, eyes, basically anything that you are trying to put on your fly. This is kind of just a really cool spot. So if you're tying a bunch of flies, what I like to do with my magnet, okay, is if I'm tying a bunch of flies, basically what I'll do is I'll take the pack of hooks and I will open the entire pack of hooks and just pour it out onto the magnet and let it sit there, and then I just grab. So you're not having to go into you're not having to go back into the packs every time. So what I do is, like last night I tied flies, which is not a normal thing for me to do, but I dumped 10 hooks out on my magnet, and then I dumped 10 eyes out on my magnet. So I knew that I wanted to do 5 different weights, so I put 2 of each weight on there, and then, not counting, not having to go through it. They're not rolling off the table, none of that sort of thing. So a magnet, something that you don't really know you need until you get one, and then you wonder how you lived without it. That is the magnet, the fly tying magnet. I think that's a good description of it. Like, you don't know you need it, and then you get one, and you wonder how you ever lived your life without one. The fly tying magnet is definitely one of those things. So, all right. So we've talked about the fly tire. Okay. Now let's just talk about, in general, the fly fisherman. Okay. So the first gift is going to be maybe for somebody that is just getting into, or would like to get into, or you would like to get into fly fishing. So if you maybe have a kid that's a little bit younger but would like to go fly fishing with you, or you would like them to go fly fishing with you, or maybe your dad or your husband or your wife has always conventional fished, but they would like to get into fly fishing, well, it would be silly to drop $2,000, right, on a setup for somebody that doesn't really know if they're going to like it or not. So what I would say is Readington makes this thing called the Readington Salt Kit. Okay, they also make a Readington Field Kit as well. But this thing, rod, reel, line, leader, and case, runs you $250. And the really cool thing about this is it's made by Rio. It's under warranty, has a really high quality line on it. These come in the salt version, which is what I'm holding. It's an 8-weight. They come in the bass version, which is a warm water 7-weight. And they come in the trout version, which is a 5-weight. And the really nice thing about this is, hey, maybe someone that fly fishes casually or wants to get into it or isn't sure if they want to get into it, this is a really good way to introduce somebody to the sport of fly fishing, and a really awesome way that maybe you can get a younger person, a kid involved in fly fishing, because you're not going to be worried about, giving them $1,000 rod, one of yours, or whatever else, and just a really high quality entry setup. And it comes with the Wrangler rod, the crosswater reel, a mainstream line, and a 10-foot, 12-pound saltwater leader. So you literally only have to get a fly and tie it on, and you're ready to go fishing. So Readington Wrangler Salt Kit. And again, there's a lot of links because I have a lot of products, but Adam will link everything in the description down below. Next thing for the fly fisherman in your life, okay? This is for the person that is a gear junkie like I am, okay? Likes the limited edition stuff, likes the rare stuff, likes the stuff that you can't find just anywhere, or likes the stuff that you can only find here. Adam, did you know that there's a product that you can only find at Tailwater Outfitters?
Yes.
Do you know what that product is?
Our high fives.
Our Tailwater custom T-bores. And specifically, what makes this specific one, this is the backcountry, yep, specific one even more special, is that these are the only backcountries, the new backcountries, right? Not the old ones, the CL wides, rest in peace, or the non-CLs. But these are the only, like this is a backcountry, but it's the old one. These are the only backcountries that are not silver or black. Okay? Tibor and the guys down there are awesome, and they were nice enough that when we did our custom color with them, we got the backcountries done with it too. So that would be for the gear junkie in your life. A new Tibor backcountry. This is a reel that's awesome to spool up and fish, but it also looks really nice on your shelf.
Only have a few left.
So we do only have a few left. So I would pounce on that. You can either get it with the Tailwater Mangrove drag knob. You have the Tailwater Mangrove drag knob. We also have the full Tailwater Outfitters drag knob, as well as just a black drag knob. So these, I mean, just look at that. It's such a cool blue, like, and depending on what light you're in, like sometimes it gives off purplish hues. Like it's a really nice.
I wonder if anybody from other shops have bought this from us.
I don't know. They should, because this is the only place you can get it. Tailwater Outfitters, nowhere else. So that is for the gear junkie in your life. So likes the rare stuff. So likes the nostalgic stuff. All right, next thing for the fly fisherman in your life. Okay, this is one of those things. Again, it's like the magnet for fly tying. You didn't know you needed it until you got it, and this is something that whether somebody trout fishes, saltwater fishes, doesn't matter. Something that they're going to really enjoy. And I was just introduced to this by Dave, who works here, and I kind of made fun of it when he first started telling me about it. But that is a leader wallet. Okay, leader wallet. Anybody that fly fishes that doesn't have one of these doesn't know they need it because they don't have it yet. All right, here's what a leader wallet is. Everybody knows you got your pack, or you got your boat bag, or you got your boat, and whether you tie your own leaders and pre-make them, or whether you buy tapered leaders or whatever else, there's always that compartment or that pocket in your pack that has all the empty little baggies from your leaders. Adam knows what I'm talking about. And this basically is a wallet that has just a bunch of attached plastic bags inside of it. And you're like, that's silly. What would I use that for? Well, the really cool thing about this is it keeps you organized. So when I have one of these in my pack, and I have one of these in my boat bag as well. And what I do is whether I pre-tie my leaders or whether they're tapered leaders, I put them in here, and then I can label the bag that shows you what it is, and it comes out. So if you ever needed to take it out for anything, you can. But it's one of those things that just keeps you organized, and it's a nicer way to carry around a lot of leaders, especially if you're going to do like a wading trip, than just having all the little individual baggies of leaders like you have. So again, one of those things you didn't know you needed it until you had it, and I use mine, love it, keep it filled with leaders, and especially for tarpon leaders and stuff that I tie myself, it's nice to be able to coil them up and leave them in all in one place, ready to go, and not worried about it. Next thing that I would say is we really love Fish Pond. You guys have seen Fish Pond product already, but something that you could give the fly fisherman in your life is a new pack. Okay, and this is the Fish Pond Thunderhead Sling Pack. This is waterproof. It comes with the True Zip waterproof self-healing zipper. A lot of room in there for fly boxes, for bottles, for whatever else. And the awesome thing about the Fish Pond stuff is that all their accessories are just really well thought out. And whether you are going on a trip to the Seychelles or whatever else, it has these little straps on here that you could strap like a bigger Yeti bottle in, or you could carry around a separate rod tube. So if you were waiting for bonefish but also wanted to maybe carry around a permit setup or a tarpon setup or whatever else, has that. The other thing for more of the trout fishermen that it has but doesn't get in the way for anybody else it does have this net slot in there, so you can carry around a net with you, as well as having a clip. So if you're a net magnet guy, has that. But this is really awesome. I have one of these that I wade with, and I take it on the paddleboard with me. It is truly waterproof, and it is truly awesome. And fish pond products are unbelievable. And while we're on the fish pond thing, maybe the guy in your life, or the fly fisherman or lady in your life, has a boat, so they don't need a sling pack. Well, then they need a boat box. You guys have seen, I have one of these. I showed you what was in my boat box one day. But this is not mine. This is a new one. But this is the Fish Pond waterproof Thunderhead fully submersible boat box, okay? And comes 3 separate compartments. Has a removable zip pouch up here. Has a removable zip pouch inside here. Shoulder strap. Fits really nicely in the back hatch of a boat. Just one of those things that has everything you need. Mine spends most of its time in my truck because I keep all my fishing stuff, so whether I'm wading or whether I'm going on the boat, I can just throw this on there or throw this in my truck, and I know that it has everything that I need. It has all my fly boxes, my leader, my tippet, extra sunglasses, extra pliers, gloves for the sun, not gloves for stripping fly line, but gloves for the sun, anything like that. I keep in here. I can throw this in the boat, I can throw it in the truck, and then take out what I need for wading, and then everything is all in one place, and you're never worried about going through, because if you're trying to grab everything like one at a time, then you know that you're always going to forget something. So this is the Fish Pond Thunderhead submersible, right? Fully submersible cup bank gear bag. We call it a boat bag, but it's the cup bank gear bag. Or maybe they're not a fly fisherman, but maybe they're into Adam. Maybe they're into photography. Adam keeps his camera gear in one of these. And so, especially for on the boat, if you're going somewhere that...
Do it before you dump a camera, because I had to dump a camera before I did.
Yeah, or if you're with your brother and he decides to idle into 4-footers and take them over the bow of the skiff, and then your camera was on the ground when hundreds of gallons of water were coming into the floor of the boat. But hey, should have had one of these, right? And then that wouldn't have happened. So, but that was, maybe that happened, maybe it didn't. That definitely happened. This one's more for trout fishing. Another on the packs. This isn't Fish Pond. This is from Umpqua. This is the Umpqua chest pack. Okay, this is the Olive Rock, the Creek chest pack. Okay. I think it's called a Rock Creek chest pack, and the color's olive. But this is a really cool, low-profile, really simple chest pack. Has everything you need for trout fishing. It's really nice. Opens up, has a nice work area, has a fly pad on the outside, has a net clip in the back of it, and it has a lot of adjustability. But just a really cool, low-profile but strong chest pack. And it's only $70, so if someone doesn't need a waterproof chest pack or just really likes the ultralight, I guess a saltwater guy could use this. I might make fun of you, but there's just something about chest packs and saltwater that don't go well together. But if you see a guy on a chest pack freshwater fishing, it kind of makes more sense. But this is the Umpqua Rock Creek chest pack, and again, really cool, really simple. I like gear that has more open compartments and is more simple, because I feel like all the tiny little compartments on stuff, like, they just never get used or whatever. And this just has like a big open compartment in there. You could fit a pretty good sized fly box in there, and then it has just a little like pocket inside. So put the wallet, put the keys in there, have them close to you, and put yourself a tippet holder on here, and you're ready to go. So this is the Rock Creek chest pack. For the skiff owner, for the boat owner, we talked about the boat bag already. But again, something you didn't know you needed until you had it. This is the Mangrove Products boat trash bag. We've talked about this before. Has heavy-duty carabiner clips on it. You can attach it to your pulling platform, attach it to your center console, and it is put it in the back seat of your minivan for your family vacation. But nice thing about it is it's a trash bag, but it's canvas, so it also can be used as like a beach tote. But it has a drawstring top on it. So if you are, if it's windy, then you can throw all your bottles in here. Then you just cinch it up. You make your run. At the end of the day, instead of having, because we all know that time of the end of the day, you pull the boat out of the water. It's attached to the trailer. It's on the trailer, and you're leaning over the side of the boat, emptying the cooler out of all of the bottles and sandwich wrappers and stuff like that you use throughout the day. This, if you throw everything in here, you just take this out, toss this in the truck, empty it out when you get home. It's perforated, so you can just rinse it off if it gets gross. Just rinse it off. This also, like I said, works really well in vehicles. If you have kids, you can hang this on the back of one of the front seats, and then it's a trash bag for the back there. It has a bungee clip, so I've seen this attached to pulling platforms. I've seen this attached to consoles, and I think it's a really good. It'd be an awesome beach bag too. It doesn't just have to be a trash bag. So, but yeah, it's a really awesome Mangrove Products boat, and again, something you didn't know you needed until you had it. And then, last but not least, for the fly fisherman in your life is a good, high-quality set, especially if they're in the saltwater. Or this is just for the fishermen in your life. Okay, they don't have to be fly fishermen, but this is the fly shop page. A good pair of titanium pliers. And these are our Tailwater titanium pliers that we did together with Skinny Water Culture. And these things are $99. So you can get a high-end pair of Danco made, right? These are made by Danco. Danco Premio high-end full titanium 6.5 inch, which is probably the best size for pliers. 6.5 inch pliers with a leather sheath. Okay, leather sheath with a clip. So with a leather sheath, these are $99. Okay, these are $100. This is awesome. These are flying off the shelves right now. We have sold so many of these for gifts and for everything else. It's cool. It has the let me switch cameras. I forgot that I have the second camera, Adam. It has the Tailwater logo on it. It has the Skinny Water logo on it. So just a really awesome gift. The sheath is really cool. It's like a really dark brown, which is awesome. Or there's a lot of other titanium plier options out there with Premios, with Van Stalls, or you can get into the real bougie stuff like the Hatch pliers, Adam. But those pliers are going to do everything you need. Those are a lifetime purchase. The only thing that you would need a new pair of pliers for is if you drop those off the side of the boat. So, like I said, now is the time to get your Christmas shopping done online. We are offering 10% back on every purchase that you make from now through the end of the year. So if you spend $1,000 in the shop, you get $100 in store credit that you can use immediately. There's no limit to it. There's no there's no exclusions to it because this is not a discount. Okay, this is just a 10% back in store credit. So we're basically doubling our rewards that we normally do. So instead of 5% back like we do all the time, getting 10% back on every purchase every day here at Tailwater Outfitters. Well, that sounded like a nice sales pitch. Look for some new cool stuff coming. We have a lot of other new products that we have been shown. Not sure which ones we're going to bring in yet or not, but a lot of cool new stuff that's happening. And be on the lookout for that. Also be on the lookout for my full review video for the new St. Croix Evo Salt rod. It's really awesome. And if anyone has any questions about any of the products or wants to see anything again, go ahead and put it in the chat right now so we can do it before we head off. But really exciting things and really exciting stuff happening here at the shop, and really glad that you guys are a part of our Tailwater family and what we do. So, Merry Christmas to everybody, and if you have any other questions, you can drop them in the comments, and we will definitely answer those, and we will see you guys next week.